Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. So this week been a very interesting week wherein we have seen the indecisiveness of market, a sudden spurt of bullish move and as well as some kind of a profit booking that was towards the end of the market. Overall, the weekly close has been very weak for both the indices and also along with Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. We will take a look at the Nifty 500 index as well, so that the whole or a broader market perspective will be in front of us for the ease of understanding. Now, let us quickly go on to my chart, and on the chart first we will go on to the WhatsApp message, and from there we will come back again to charts and start looking at the analysis that we were talking about. This week was an interesting week. Why? Because I remember on a Wednesday, I had posted a message about US Fed policy. So the message that goes something like, So Wednesday was Bank Nifty expiry, and I had mentioned, during the Wednesday's message, I had categorically mentioned Bank Nifty is below SAP and cause of concern for bull, reversed from 61.8% Fibonacci retracement. Bank Nifty price action not encouraging for bulls, can be a muted day owing to US Fed policy in the evening. This was scheduled for Wednesday evening. So this was my message on a Wednesday. Now after this, towards the end of the day, I had posted a message. So muted expiry for Bank Nifty ahead of Fed policy. We do have bullish red flags in August expiry. So bullish targets are there. Yet events bring their own volatility. Most importantly, see, you have a bullish bias, you have a bullish setup, but at the same time you must look at the overall market structure, look at the market as a whole, and then probably you will realize that the risk to reward is not always in the bull's favor, right? So the bullish trades cannot be randomly taken at the top of the market. At certain level, you have to be cautious and understand the risk to reward ratio. If the risk to reward ratio is in favor of bears, then we have to be cautious about it. Also keep a close tab on the price action part as well, so that it becomes easier for you to understand what to expect from the market. Now there may be a lot of trading systems, but this wisdom is going to come from the experience about market. And once you look at the scenario when everybody is euphoric, everybody is talking about market is going to be a bullish, and let's say someone is talking about a target of 30,000 on Nifty, all these things are going to happen, but not immediately. There has to be a pause, there has to be a breather or some profit booking, and after that the next leg of a rally will always be there. So I had categorically mentioned that the events bring their own volatility. Most importantly, looking at both indices, they are not confirming with each other. So while Nifty was making a higher high, Bank Nifty on the other hand was making a lower high and showing some sort of a weakness as compared to Nifty. Now usually whenever this kind of a scenario happens, one of the index will drag the other index in its own direction. So if Nifty is stronger, then Nifty should push Bank Nifty in an upwardly manner, and if Bank Nifty is weaker and it is expected that Nifty should also start some profit booking phase, then in that case typically we should see that the Nifty will be dragged by Bank Nifty on the downwardly direction. So one must understand that there is a possibility of Bank Nifty moving 3000 points. Now this move is bullish or a bearish direction. Now because this was on Wednesday where the clarity was not there due to the volatility of Fed event, I was not expecting to keep any kind of a bias and overnight positions. So we were waiting. Now, so one of the index may drag the other. Which one we will know in few days. Till then, be selective of what you trade and avoid positional trades. This was the message which was shared on Wednesday, and cut to today's message. So today I had shared this message. Now this message shared on Wednesday will make more sense today, looking at the world market opening. Now yesterday there was also some discussion about, I had mentioned about study Dow Jones, S&P 500 and Nasdaq, and you will see that one of the index is making a higher high while rest of the two indexes are making lower high, just like Nifty and Bank Nifty, that is happening in the US market as well. So when we spoke about this particular scenario, so that was a little sign of a caution which I had raised in the group, which was shared in the group. So the confirmation that we got from US market was a good bearish kind of a move, good quick profit booking in that manner. Now today's message. So today's message, both the indices were not in sync and we were looking for price action. Suggested that the indecisiveness of both indices, Nifty tested 25,000, at the same time Bank Nifty was making still grappling to make a lower high. Possible profit booking in a swift manner possible, around 600 to 1000 points correction in Nifty, and a Bank Nifty may show us 2200 to 3000 points correction. Trade basis setup, do not assume. This is the message which I had shared in today's session, in today's day. Again the same thing, though I will not repeat into this. So, okay. Now this particular scenario, and look at this, Arpan had gone through this setup and he traded Zomato about 19% returns in 21 days. This was one of the pick that he had selected, and he did really well in this particular trade, Arpan Thakkar it was. So now coming on to Nifty as well as Bank Nifty chart, and here what we have is the weekly close is little weaker per se. We can see that the weekly close right now is looking a little weaker as compared to the previous weekly closes. Now in this scenario, the high and low of this particular candle becomes very interesting and important. What has happened right now on an hourly chart, if we see, there is a gap down that has taken place today. Ideally this gap should remain like this for some period of time, at least till this correction goes on. And what I feel that the immediate target that can be seen for Nifty, it can be, first target can be 24,074, another next target can ideally be 23,861. That's not going to come in immediately in this week, it is going to take some time. So primarily right now all we can see is there is some kind of a weakness that can be seen in a Nifty chart. So let's go on to Nifty chart, and here on a Nifty chart, as we can see, so this low of 23rd of July becomes extremely important, and with this low, now this low can be one of the target, one of the bearish target for us. For Nifty, that is 24,074. Right, so this is one of the target. Now what has happened? See, whenever I talk about a particular range on a Nifty chart or on a Bank Nifty chart, we talk about these ranges on the basis of open interest. So open interest was suggesting that the higher prices were not possible, but at the same time we had talked about all-time high possibility, a new high possibility in Nifty, so that is conquered. 25,000 is a psychological landmark, psychological we can say a particular level, psychological level which was achieved, and from that level there was some kind of a consolidation, and today it has given up from those level and price has rested at the weekly lower we can say lower level of the range. Now what next? What do we expect actually to happen next? Now I feel that the next range resistance or range high can be 24,900 and a range low can be around 24,500 or maybe 400. Okay, so this is what is my expectation. How it opens on a Monday will be important to see. Now we have this bearish bias or a bearish expectation, but at any point in time the high that is printed today will be crucial, will be important. So if this high is taken out, then your bearish position needs to be, you need to be watchful about your bearish positions, right? So this high will be important. I am not talking about this gap, because if it gets into this gap, then it is going to be another high or another equal high at least. So that is going to be a possibility. For right now, what all I can see is that the range has to be between this 24,900 to 24,400. The weakness is showing towards 24,500. So 24,500, 400 levels can be reached, can be achieved in a due course of time. That's what the expectation is. So we'll observe Nifty for that particular move. When we are talking about Bank Nifty in a similar context, Bank Nifty has already covered a distance. So Bank Nifty, a particular move has already taken place. Now what has happened in Bank Nifty? Bank Nifty is weaker of these two lot, both these indices. So what has happened in our range, weekly range, Bank Nifty has taken resistance at a level of 51,875. So this level has worked as a resistance throughout this period, and it has not managed to breach above this particular level. So going forward, the range that we are calculating will be somewhere around 51,600, right? 56,000, 51,600, no, 51,800, and the lower range can be 51,000. Okay, if let's say if decisively we break below this particular level, then the Fibonacci target or the target of this 50,400 is possible. This is what the possible target is for Bank Nifty. So that is 50,435. So this is about Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is weaker of the lot, but at the same time I am expecting Nifty to do catch up with this particular move. There has to be a day when the fall should be ferocious, quick fall, and that quick fall will ensure that the market is moving in a trending direction. So that trending 2,000, 2,500 point move in Bank Nifty should take place in next, let's say 10 to 12 days is what my expectation is. Now going to major index, right? So I'm looking at Nifty 500 here. So I have several indices with respect to Indian market, and here I have made some small drawing. See, look at this particular fall. Although it is looking like a very small fall, but it is around 40% fall, 39.5% fall in a Nifty 500. Nifty 500 comprises of majority stocks, or this can be a broader index for Indian markets perspective. Now a terrific rally, terrific bull run, and now this one candle after so many weekly candles, which is looking like a profit booking sign, first sign of profit booking. Now there are times when we have experienced 20% correction, which is typically weekly correction as we call it, and then there is a monthly correction of 40%. It usually comes with some kind of a bad news, like 2008 crisis, 2008 subprime mortgage crash. So this was one of the reason where market corrected more than I think about 60% correction it was, at least in Nifty. In Nifty 500, let me check. So it's about 67% correction here, and in between also there are several corrections, but this is one of the major correction, 40%, and this is 19%. So typically what we can expect is from this top there can be around 15 to 20% correction to begin with. Now always remember, whenever we talk about a possible correction, it is going to be a very healthy move for the market, because the prices will settle at a particular level, and from there we can again buy, and the price will start moving in an upwardly manner, is what the expectation is. So first what has to happen, if the correction is going to take place, then look at or focus on the hourly chart. So what has to happen, it has to break the Dow theory first. So first it has to break the Dow theory. So something of this sort, that price has gone down, made a lower high, and then again a lower low, and this should continue. If this is bottoming and then the price is starting to move up, then it is not going to be a major correction, then just it will be a weekly correction, and it will change the view bias from there. The Dow theory on a hourly time frame, then on a daily time frame, then on a weekly time frame. So there are so many changes to take place. Here right now on a weekly chart, this index is pretty strong. So don't expect or don't anticipate changes randomly, right? So we'll focus on hourly time frame first. Once the hourly Dow theory changes, then we will look for the daily chart, daily confirmation, and then accordingly we will keep on mapping the move in Nifty what is happening, because at the end of this correction we will have to again align and identify stocks where we want to invest for the next bull run, right? Now our discussion in this Market Kya Lagta Hai episode is going to be limited only to indices, Nifty, Bank Nifty as well as Nifty 500. In one of the random video, let's say, we'll talk about Nifty Junior or Nifty Mid Cap or a Nifty Small Cap as well. So what is the perspective, what is the expectation from that particular index? But do let me know in the comment box if we are focusing on hourly chart. So what has to happen on hourly chart for the Dow theory to change that level? You can mention it to me for Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, it is already changed hourly, right? And hourly Dow theory changed from this high to low is formed, then a lower high is formed. Whenever this level was taken out, it is when the Dow theory changed on hourly time frame for Bank Nifty. If you check daily time frame, on a daily time frame, the Dow theory is likely to change if this 50,435 level is broken on the downside. That is when the daily Dow theory is going to change for Bank Nifty. I have given enough of hints. So do let me know levels where the Dow theory might change for Nifty, Bank Nifty, and do comment on the videos. This will be a good learning for most of us and it will be helpful for our future trades in coming weeks. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's a little longer video, but thanks for your patience. I'm signing off. Bye bye.